Hello again. I'm back on the charts today, and today I'm going to be analyzing a trade that I took on Thursday, which was yesterday. And it was a trade that I took on EU because last time I knew I traded gold, and that didn't really work out. And I said that I should stick to the pairs I actually know and I understand, the asset pairs I that are actually more natural to me. So I went back to trading EU yesterday, and so yeah, this was a trade that I took yesterday. Obviously, it's a loss, but it's important for us to understand our losses and how they actually came about instead of just saying, "Oh no, let's try again tomorrow." We have to actually analyze it and understand it. So this was a trade that I took in EU yesterday, and I took it on the London session as always, prime time trading for me, and this was actually a bit of a lack of judgment from me because if any of you were trading yesterday, you'd know that there was unemployment claims that came out yesterday at like 8:30 Eastern, I believe, and I traded yesterday at like 7 Eastern, so that's a lack of judgment from me. I, to be honest, I actually truly forgot to check the news, forgot to check Forex Factory to look out for news. But we move, and my trade ended up getting sorted out before the news even was released, so that doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this was the trade, and as always, we have to check the bias for the day, and the bias for yesterday was a bearish bias, which all of you pretty much know if you're trading, because there's a war going on in the Middle East, and that has impacted oil prices all over the world. Iran is not exporting any oil, and that has made the US the main exporter of oil, and that is severely hurting the European economies. So that is why, excuse me, that is why the European economies are doing pretty badly, and the euro is being devalued when we compare it to the US dollar. And so yeah, it's evident in the graph. Strong bearish momentum here. We scale back down to the 4 hour. We see, because the bias is bearish, so I'm obviously looking for bearish entries. I'm looking for shorts, not longs, and I'm scaling down to see confluences of that to 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 enter my position. Yeah, so on the 4 hour, we see this huge fair value gap. We do see a break of structure to the upside, but you know, there's a fair value gap. So my thinking was it pushed up to fill this fair value gap, and then it's gonna continue its move downwards, which was pretty much correct, as we will see as we keep on scaling down. Back on the 2 hour, we see that there's a break of structure to the downside, so that has already confirmed my suspicion of the 4 hour FVG being filled. So we're still really bearish. So we scale back down to the 1 hour, and we actually see that there's a, was it? Yeah, there's a break of structure. There was a break of structure to the upside. This was a candle that I saw before my trade, and it was break of structure to the upside. But as you can see here, there was a liquidity sweep here, and so this little thing is an order block. And my reasoning was this pushed up to fill the order block and then continue its move downwards, which was once again pretty correct in hindsight. Back down to the 30-minute, we see that yeah, we pretty much see the same thing as 1 hour, and I see this pretty strong bearish momentum as well. We see it trying to fill that order block and then pushing back down. So what I'm thinking here is that because I'm hypothesizing that the market's going to continue its move downwards, what I want to see here, because it just filled this order block, I want to see a break of structure to the downside on the 15-minute, and that actually does happen. So all the bells were ringing in my head already. I'm saying I want to get in a position, and once I scale back down to the 5-minute, once I scale back down to the 5-minute, um, I'm starting to look for places to get into the position, and I see this fair value gap here that was filled and pushed into, and I'm saying, okay, but I enter off of liquidity sweep, so if there wasn't a liquidity sweep, I won't enter, but there was a lick sweep here, and as you can see, price pushed, broke structure, filled the liquidity sweep, back down. So because I missed the sweep by an absolute mile, what I'm looking for here is a retracement entry, and this is a retracement into the initial order block that we see here. This traces into the initial order block and fills it. Market moves back down. So I'm either looking for an order block entry here or an FVG entry, and my position came in the form of a fair value gap entry, which you can actually see here. There's a fair value gap, price pushed into it, broke structure back down. So that was fair game for me. So I'll place my stop loss at the top of that fair value gap fulfillment and my take profit at this predominant low, standard stuff. And I'm really happy with my RR. I was really happy with my RR. I still am. Because this is like a 2.5 to 1 or a 3 to 1 even. So that that was a really nice position sizing. And yeah, but unfortunately, price pushed past that the level which I thought was the hard ceiling, which was that fair value gap fulfillment. Price continued to push upwards from that almost immediately, but and stopped me out, of course, as you can see. It stopped me out. But I won't take I think I did all that I can here, and this is just a case of a trade not going my way, and that's normal in trading. You take losses. Yeah, but market behaved exactly how I predicted. It boom through the floor, broke like 20, 30 pips away from where I thought it was gonna go, and yeah, prior to that news. But yeah, this was just a case of landing on the bad side of probability. I did all that I could to maximize my probability, but in the end, it's a game of chance, and I lost out yesterday. But I did all the correct things. My market analysis was correct, and if this was any other day, I'd hit TP all day. But yeah, so that was it. That was the trade I took for Thursday. Only bad thing was that I did it before news, which was a lack of judgment. As I said, I should have waited till after news to take any trades at all. The golden rule is 30 minutes to an hour after. But yeah, happy with my trade, even though it's a loss. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next analysis. Thank you.